Hi, my name is Justin Sims. I'm the Quality and Warranty Lead here at Bailey International. Today, we're going to learn how to disassemble and replace a seal kit in a Chief or Maxim welded cylinder. So first step is you're going to remove your port plugs from your cylinder. We'll set those to the side, we'll use them later. Next, we're going to extend the cylinder rod just a little bit. We'll take our adjustable pin spanner wrench, we'll place it into the spanner wrench hole on the gland. We'll use a dead blow hammer to gently tap and loosen up the gland. And once it's loose, we'll just unthread the gland completely from the cylinder. So once your threading gland is removed from the cylinder, we'll remove the rod assembly from the cylinder. Next, we'll remove our stem nut from the rod assembly. And then we'll slide off our piston and slide our gland off the rod. Alright, so next step is we're going to open up our seal kit. We're going to lay all our seals out and make sure that all of our seals are present and accounted for. So for our piston, we have our piston seal, our piston seal energizer, and our wear band. For our rod stem, we have our rod stem O-ring. For our gland, we have our gland ID wear band, our O-ring and our backup seal, our ODO ring, our wiper seal, and our rod pressure seal. So we'll start with the piston. Using a seal spoon or a pick, we're going to remove the piston seal from the piston. Make sure to set it to the side. Don't confuse it with the new one. And then with the pick, we're going to remove our energizer. Next, we'll take a clean, lint-free rag and either isopropyl alcohol, brake cleaner, or degreaser. And we'll clean our piston, all surfaces and faces, and inside the sealing grooves. Now we'll take our new wear band, we'll lubricate it with some clean hydraulic oil. We'll snap it into the wear band groove. Now I'll take our piston seal energizer, lubricate it with some clean hydraulic oil. Place it into the groove on the back side and gently stretch it into the groove. Maintain a hold on it and spin the piston to make sure that the square energizer is seated properly and doesn't have any kinks or turns in it. Next, we'll lubricate our piston seal. Place it in the back side of the groove and slowly press and work it over the piston into the groove. We'll spin our piston, inspect the seals, make sure nothing's kinked or turned, everything's seated properly, and our piston's done. Next, we'll take our gland. We'll start with a gland wear band. It's located inside. Just like the piston wear band, it has a slot in it. We'll take our pick and get behind the slot. Take our finger, lift the wear band out, and then spin it out. Next, we'll come to the outside of the gland. We have our O-ring and backup seal. We'll get our pick underneath both the O-ring and backup seal. Pry them off. Now we have our OD face O-ring. Get our pick under it, take it off. Now we have our wiper seal and our rod pressure seal inside. We'll take our pick, we'll stab into our wiper seal, pull it back, take our seal spoon, get behind the seal, and we'll pull it out. And next, the same thing with the rod pressure seal, but we want to make sure that we don't score or nick or damage the sealing surface in any way, so we want to be careful to only stab into the seal itself. Once we pull it out, we'll take our pick, get behind it, and pry it out of place. So now there's no more seals in the gland. We'll take a clean, lint-free rag, Isopropyl alcohol brake cleaner, anything like that. We're going to wipe every sealing surface, any sealing grooves. So now we'll start with our rod seal. We'll lubricate it with new clean hydraulic oil. We'll squeeze our rod seal into a kidney bean shape, place one end into the groove, and then press it into place. Run our finger around it, make sure it's seated properly. Take our wiper seal. We don't want to lubricate this one. It's a dry operation seal. Once again, we'll squeeze it, place it into the groove, work it into place. If it doesn't snap into place, you can take your seal spoon and work it around the edge. Make sure it's fully seated into the groove. Now we'll flip the gland over. We'll take our Gland ID wear band, lubricate it with clean hydraulic oil. We'll fold it in on itself to make it smaller. Get it inside the gland and then press it out into the groove. Once again, we'll run our finger around it, make sure it's fully seated in place. Next, we'll take our face O-ring. It's the smaller of the two O-rings. Place it into the groove, stretch it around. And now we have last our O-ring and backup seal. So our O-ring always faces the pressure, and our backup seal has a flat side and a concave side. The concave side always faces the O-ring and towards the pressure. So in this instance, we have our concave side here against our O-ring, and our O-ring will face the pressure. As the gland faces into the tube, the pressure is internal, so our O-ring and backup will go in this orientation on the gland. So first we'll take our backup seal, place it in the groove on the back side, gently work it around in place. Take our seal spoon, press the seal down, make sure it's fully seated. Take our O-ring, same process, make sure you set it above the backup seal, into the groove, work it around. Now our gland's complete. We'll move on to the rod stem, this rod stem O-ring. Get our pick underneath of it, pull it out of the groove, work it out past the threads. Take our new O-ring, lubricate it with clean hydraulic oil. We'll place it into the valley of the threads, and we'll take our pick, get behind it. We're going to walk it down the threads and not drag it over any of the peaks of the threads so we don't damage or cut the seal. And once we're on the stem shaft, we'll place it into the groove, make sure it's seated properly. Now the cylinder is ready to be reassembled. So next we're going to reinstall our gland, piston, and stem nut onto the rod. We'll take our rod, spray a little bit of fresh clean hydraulic oil on the stem and onto the OD of the rod. Take our gland, center it up on the rod, slide it into place. Take our piston, slide it over the stem, seat it into place. Our stem nut on next. And then we'll torque to the appropriate torque value. Click. Next, we'll spray some clean hydraulic oil into our cylinder. Slowly line up our rod into the tube, work it into place. We'll lubricate our O-ring and backup seal again. Once it's fully seated, we'll spin it by hand to make sure that none of the threads are locked up. It's not cross-threaded. Once it starts threading in, we'll take our spanner wrench, place it back in the pin spanner hole on the gland, and tighten our gland all the way to the tube. Once it stops moving by hand, we'll take our dead blow and we'll give it a couple taps to make sure it's fully seated. Now we'll fully retract our rod and reinstall our port plugs. That's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any other hydraulic questions or needs, feel free to visit our website, link down below, or give us a call at 1-800-800-1810.